Learn how to crochet this sunflower granny square for all your fall makes. So today I'm using some Aran weight yarn. This is the equivalent of a US worsted. I'm just using some drops Nepal and Alaska that I've got in my stash. I'm going to be using a 5mm hook today, but you can use any yarn you like. Just use the hook size that is recommended on your yarn ball band. So I'm going to start by putting a slip knot on my hook. And then chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to join to that first chain with a slip stitch to form a ring. And then chain 1. This chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Then I'm going to start working into the ring, and I'm going to work over this tail as I go, and I'm going to put a single crochet into the ring. And we're going to work a total of 12 single crochet all into the ring. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then we're just going to join with the slip stitch that first single crochet. Then going to chain 1. This doesn't count as a stitch, and single crochet into that same stitch. We'll then chain 3, single crochet into the next stitch, and chain 3, and single crochet into the next stitch, and we're just going to repeat this all the way around. So that's single crochet, chain 3 into each stitch. And once we get to the end of the round, I'm just going to finish by putting a slip stitch into that first single crochet. So you should have a total of 12 single crochets and 12 chain 3 spaces. For the next round, we're going to slip stitch into this first space, chain 1, again this doesn't count as a stitch, single crochet in that same space and chain 3, single crochet in the next space, chain 3, and we're just going to repeat this around, single crochet and a chain 3 in each space. So you go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. We're then going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet and then fasten it off. We're now ready to start the next round. I'm just going to join with a slip stitch and we're now going to start crocheting our puff stitches. So normally you would chain 2 to start with a puff stitch, but I think it gives it a bit more of a seamless look if you just slightly elongate the loop on your hook instead of that chain 2. We're then going to yarn over and pull up a loop 4 times. So yarn over, hook goes into that space, pull up a loop, and you want to just extend that loop slightly to the height that you want your puff stitch to be, and we're going to do that 3 more times. So it's 2, 3 and 4, and then yarn over and pull through all of those loops and chain 1, and we're going to put another puff stitch in there, so we're just going to scoot that over a bit if you need to. Yarn over, hook goes in, pull up a loop, pull that up to the height of your stitch, do that 3 more times. That's 2, 3 and 4 in total. Yarn over and pull through all of those loops and chain 1. So you're just going to repeat this in each space all the way around. So that's 1 puff stitch, chain 1, another puff stitch, chain 1 in each space. Once you've worked all the way around, you're going to join to the top of that first puff stitch with a slip stitch. So we're going to fasten off, and I've got another slightly lighter mustard colour for the next round. If you want to continue with the same colour, you simply just need to slip stitch into the next space and you can start your next round off from there. So I'm going to use a new colour, so I'm just going to pull it through in any chain space and chain 2 to start. So we're now going to work cluster stitches. The chain 2 counts as the first stitch of a 4 double crochet cluster. So we're going to yarn over, hook goes into that same space, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and we're going to repeat this 2 more times for a total of 4 double crochets. So that's 4 loops on your hook, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through all of those loops and then chain 2. So I'll show you how to do the cluster stitch again. Yarn over, hook goes into the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to repeat this 3 more times. It's 2, 3, for a total of 4 double crochet. So we've now got 5 loops on our hook this time because we've already got that loop from the previous stitches. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all of those loops and chain 2. So I'll show you one more time. Yarn over, hook goes in, pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, into the next space, put up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that twice more. And then yarn over and pull through all of those loops and chain 2. So you're going to put a cluster and a chain 2 between each puff stitch all the way around. So at the end of this round, I'm just going to join with a slip stitch to the top of that first cluster and then fasten off. We're now ready to turn our sunflower into a square. So I'm just going to join in our final colour in any space and chain 4. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. This counts as a treble crochet. So I'm now going to put 2 more trebles into the same space. So you yarn over twice for a treble, yarn over twice, into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Whoops. So we've got 3 trebles so far in that space. We're going to chain 2. This is going to be our corner, and then we're going to put 3 more trebles into that same space. It's 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to continue around working into each space. In the next space, we're going to put 3 double crochet. It's 1, 2, and 3. In the next space, we're going to put 3 half double crochet. It's 1, 2, 3, and in the following space 3 single crochet. It's 1, 2, and 3. In the next space 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. In the next space 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're ready to do our next corner. So each corner is going to be exactly the same. That's 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more trebles. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to just repeat what we did across this side along the next side. So we're starting off with 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 single crochet. And then you're just going to carry on in the next space, 3 half double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then we're ready to work our next corner. And the corners are always 3 trebles, chain 2, 3 trebles. So you're just going to repeat that all the way around your square until you get back to the beginning, and then you're simply going to join with a slip stitch the top of that chain 4. You can then fasten off and weave in your ends. When you're done, your granny square should look something like this, and these will be perfect for making blankets, throws, all sorts of homewares. And if you love this sunflower motif, then why not turn it into a pretty set of coasters? I'll show you just how to do it in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.